from North Carolina, I don't know how we could tell these families no. I've been in service to the people of North Carolina for nearly 30 years as a public defender and judge and Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, working hard to uphold the rule of law and respect the Constitution and to make sure we're applying laws equally to all people. And my the greatest and proudest accomplishment is really that of being a mom of twin sons. And I just know that we have an opportunity to do something great here. My husband Kurt and I raised our sons here in North Carolina, and we knew it was really important to instill in them the same values that we grew up with hard work and integrity and justice. And I know that as parents, we all want the very best for our children. We want them to grow up in safe communities, and we want to make sure that they have the education that they need and that they have the support that they need to thrive. And I can tell you that as a mom, and I know all the parents stand here together understanding that when something threatens our children's health, it really does jeopardize who we are, the constitution of our families. My husband and I are the very proud parents of twin sons who are now 21, but when they were born, they had serious health concerns and we knew that they would need several surgeries. And my husband and I spent a lot of time haggling with insurance companies on the phone, at times when we really wanted to be spending time comforting our babies. And we knew that we would have lots of high out-of-pocket costs. And we also knew that we were among the lucky ones. But it should not take luck in order to make sure that your children get the kind of health care that they deserve. And that's fully what I'm committed to fighting for. The truth is that so many families here really are struggling, and I commend these families and families all over North Carolina for hanging in there and for making do even when our senators have not stood up for their families here in North Carolina. We know that costs are rising. So many families are working 2 and 3 jobs each to pay the rent and to get by. We know that childcare is way too expensive and hardly available for so many families. And we also know, and we've heard here today, that there is a formula shortage that is impacting families here in North Carolina. Every family ought to have exactly what they need for their children to thrive. As Rachel told you all, as Chief Justice, I did implement the first paid family leave policy for the judicial branch of government. I knew it was important for employees to be able to balance work and families, and I also knew that lawyers who were outside of the judicial branch be able to spend quality time with their children without being forced to come to work immediately after childbirth or adoption or fostering.